Thank. I wish I could have said the same. Me, I know it isn't the best place to start, but we know they've been coming from this. Besides, we were searching the farm when the ash spawn ambushed. The note says it. There's no way. I need you to head out to Fort Frostmoth. Check it out. I'm gonna head back to Raven Rock.
An invader is...
All troops repel the invaders! Show no mercy!
Fort Frostmoth will never fall. Long live the Empire!
Yes. We need all the help we can get for this build. And that goes through the Balok armor. I need that additional damage. I wish I could avoid it because it's not the best armor for this build in terms of everything else. But damage wise is just so much better than any other armor you can get for this. And the thing is, for a melee build, it doesn't really matter that much. But for a range build, that additional damage does a lot. Especially against the bosses. So I'm definitely going Balok armor. Speaking of, Nelof is not here now that I think about it. Because he's probably at the stone.
We don't get... He's not here right now. I think he's... Master Nella. No.
So... Actually, I may even progress the quest right now just to get to the Balok armor. We'll see, I haven't decided that part yet. I hate to progress the quest because I hate to have a Mirak that steals your dragon souls, but... On the other hand... that armor is great. I mean, it's good just for the damage, actually. It's not great. It's something else. It's a shame that there isn't another armor that gives you sneak attack but does the but with a few more sneak perks. Because Balok armor is amazing if you're a mage. It's a really, really good armor if you're a mage. There is a fantastic build you can do with that. Actually, we should do that eventually in stream. But if you're not a mage, it's meh. I mean, I guess defensively it can be good from time to time. There's a lot of magic resistance, so... Oh, wait.
I do hope you know you're making my buyer.
You haven't seen Cretius correct. They don't exact. Look, if you see Cretius, tell him to. So tell me. I'll tell you what. And besides, he noticed the It's. I'd bet a fat. You do blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Something troubling you? I think you'd welcome a little peace and quiet.
Apologies, Admiral. My experience is usually the
You tell
quietest
Cretius.
before the storm. What news do you bring from Fort Frost? It's better than a soldier. They usually didn't. If I knew where they were, that would be helpful. They're too smart.
thing that sucks about going with the Balok armor is that the ancient shrouded armor is amazing. Like the cuirass itself is 45 health too. Vigor, which is useful for us because it decreases that cost. And yeah, the Vigor is the two things that are useful. So it does suck a little bit to drop that armor for a non-assassin armor, but the synergy with crosses of that armor is way too good to pass.
You... May I... If I were you, I'd look. I'm sure there's plenty of people in Raven Rock to choose from. Are we done? I thought...
Welcome to the Ratching Netch Corner Club, my lady. On second... Sorry to run, but I'm off to my new job.
I wonder if a dragon could be captured. Oh, and you may use my staff and...
You got lucky.
2 fingers pronated. What's pronated? I don't think you belong here. I don't mean to be rude, but I need to concentrate.
I got lucky here. I didn't have the carry weight. If the Ashbone spawned, I would have had issues. I guess it spawns when I come out, right? When I go out again. Alright, second black book. Let's go. As always with this build, we take stamina regen. It's the only build that makes sense to, but it's an important You know, somebody else said it. I don't know. I need to check if bound armor gives me anything. But I think regardless, I will take it just for the... even just for the protection. You know what I mean? So I've been lazy with bond armor. I will get it. The description of the spell doesn't say anything about adding damage to bound weapons. It's the other way around. That if you have a bound weapon, you don't get the slowdown effect of the armor. So that's why I don't know. I want to buy the armor before I get to work. What a shot. Alright, so this doesn't make me go invisible, right? Yeah. So the lights are a problem. They are still a problem. Good. There we go, 2 stamina per second. Plus alchemy and everything else. I should be in a pretty good state with my regeneration now. I should be able to stay invisible and attack at the same time with no issues. Oh, it's 90, not 100. I wasted a point. I wasted several points. Yeah, whatever.
You again. Back in the homeland. Curse these heart stones. I suppose I could dig up a staff or two for you?
Yeah, the fact that Neloth doesn't sell spells is it's a bit of a weird quirk of the game. Right, you don't buy anything, do you? Let's do this.
Are we done? I thought so.
Alright, so what is it missing then? We don't need more marksman. I don't know if it does damage. It probably does. Sorry, let's have a look if it does add damage. 1 second. So my damage is 209, 39. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Oh, okay. Fair. Fair.
What was that? Have you dealt with the Ash God? Please, you have to help me. Master Neloth is not more understanding. Have you destroyed the Ash? I do have a staff I could give you instead, if you think the Ash Guardian spell is too risky. All right. But remember, that's right. Don't be like me and have to learn the hard way. So, you wish to master the arcane arts.
Conjuration, bound armor. Let's have a look. Maybe I've been wrong all this time and this does affect us. Let's see. Eminent wielding, peerless wielding. Let's sell eminent wielding. Let's sell this. All of those. And this one. Although Maya will be fun to keep, but we're good. Market recall, we can avoid selling them, I guess. This one we can keep. Let's sell the charms.
Until next time. Master, you promised to teach me a new conjuration spell.
Alright, let's have a look.
Fix the stuff.
So the damage is
Thank you, mister. I'll fix it right
150-50.
away.
Right? 150-50. So let's check with the bound armor. Yeah, it doesn't increase the damage, you see? It does not increase the damage of the bound armor. Of the bound crossbow. So I don't know. I mean, it's good to have the armor. It's damage reduction, right? So, and it's a lot of damage reduction. But it does nothing for the damage that we do to the enemies. I cannot. Why went up to 196, 97? Why it's randomly changed? Oh, because when I stand still, I have the RPG. I don't know how it works. Like it's very difficult sometimes to understand what's going on. The power should say it, but it does that, right? So what it tells you is increase the strength of bound weapon enchantment, not the weapon enchantment. I know, it's a shame. Would have been nice to get a bit more power.
offering for the master.
Alright, before going to Mirak, let's do the black books. I think I may then start Mirak's quest just to do something different from usual. It's going to be fun to go to Black Reach after level 40. But yeah, I think it's worth doing the quest line, the Dragonborn quest line. To get our final armor. I also need to get to do Moratong because we want to see if the sigil is better than what we have right now. I'm not sure about that actually, but I mean, it won't hurt to check, I guess. And the Moratong should be easy because we can spot them, right? So we should be good. So last time I've done this build, we died here. I didn't check for traps and fell into a trap and died. We were more or less at this level 2, which is super annoying because we were already OP. The difference with this time is that this time I didn't focus on his stamina, so we should have a bit more health to survive maybe a trap. But let's still try to not get hit by a trap. I agree. I 100% agree with you on that. Maybe even more than one. You know, like light bow should be something that is ranger related. This trap here, this one killed me. Last time. I was so disappointed I didn't do this build for half a year. Man, that was annoying. And for long, I don't know exactly how to do the stances for boss, but it would be nice to be some kind of contractual action. You know, if you do certain thing, you get the bonus. Like for Ranger, it would be nice something like if you hit the enemy in I don't know, in succession, every hit does a bit more damage or something like that. Would be cool. So even inside a crowd, you can you don't need to hit the same enemy over and over. You can hit various enemies, you still get more damage. So it would be stronger to another stance that just lowers armor rating, right? Because you can do crowd control with that. Hey, welcome. Alright, immediately I don't know what to Yeah, oh, that also really good. I was thinking about the same. The question is what to do with the heavy bow. It could be something related to snipe, right? For every enemy that you kill, you get a bonus. Yeah, but what does give you more damage? Hitting the enemy, killing the enemy, what is it, the triggering? What? Yeah, I can go with that. Don't see no problem. Yeah. Would you guys be interested in something like a stance that is more risky than the normal one? Meaning that if you don't meet the condition, it buffs you? Like, think about what you just said, right? But instead of having just a kill streak, there is a malus if you don't hit the enemy. So like, for every shot you shoot, if it doesn't find a target, you get a malus. Right, but then you can add more. You can add the bigger bonus to the stance, because then then it's risky. I don't know if it makes sense. But yeah, like high risk, high reward. Oh, only one greater. Ugh. Really? I mean, when you activate the stance, you consume 40 stamina, right? But then you need to shoot. If that arrow doesn't hit the target, you get the buff. If it hits the target, you get the buff, and then you play around this. So the more you hit the target, the more you get the buff. The more you don't hit the target, the worse the buff is. It will be tailored around It's not that easy to always find a target. That's why I'm thinking. If I miss the game closes. Some debuffs could be really fun. Like, for instance, for archery, what you could do is you could add the movement speed or remove movement speed, right? Or add attack speed or remove attack speed based on whether you hit or not. And that's one hell of a debuff if you think about it. It's really bad. Everybody's going to feel that. And maybe you have it as an advanced stance. So you learn the base stance first, and then at level 75 you get this advanced stance, right? It's harder to use, but yields in some, you know, interesting results. I don't know how to put it. I don't know. I was thinking about some alternative to the current stances, because the current stances, by the end game, I feel like there isn't really what.
All knowledge is hoard.
What the fuck just happened to me? Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Although, given that I'm playing this a broken build, maybe you're joking. I don't know. I'm going to assume it's genuine. That was unlucky. Only the clones. Yeah, also that, right? You take more damage. Yeah, absolutely. I was inclined to do it for shields. The one that gives you more damage. Because shields can give you more defense, I think. So, I don't know. I haven't thought about it properly. But it felt like an idea that could be interesting. High risk, high reward this should be the name of the end game, in my opinion. I don't know what to play next. I want to play the Blood Mage, I want to play the Elementarist with the shield we were doing before. I really would like to get it to the end game, that one. I don't know. Wait. Oh, we have one out of a collection of books. A part of me wants to play another city's build, but this time evasion, melee, vampire. I have a good build in mind with 2 swords. Like dual wielding, that would be that's a fun build. A very dangerous build, that's a fun build. Man, that's such a fun build to play. I know. Gigalag, we can actually just decide we can do it. We could do a Gigalag. You know what could be fun to play? We could do a Gigalag, the most annoying build, the Gigalag Lord Argonian. That's one of the most annoying builds you can make. That's if you want the AI to quit, then play that one. I really want to play into Requiem, but it seems different in streaming archery. What would you say is the easiest build to get started and learn Requiem? So, yeah, that's a good question. One moving speed build. So, before we start, one thing. You need to actually read about the Requiem, and in this case I'm not using just Requiem but also Tribute Tricks, because it will make your life easier. So if you see the bottom of my screen in this section, for instance, I have the food, and the food is probably one of the best, one of the things that people never played Requiem and Tribute Tricks don't understand how important it is. It can make a huge difference early on. For builds, I'd say that the a heavy armor, shield and sword for me. It's shield and, well, actually axe or mace, not sword, is easier early on for me. I know that other people don't like heavy armor. Heavy armor can be really nice because a full plate gives you a lot of resistance, especially to range damage. Range damage is lethal early on in Requiem. But also the mage is pretty easy. Like, the only thing about the mage is you need to be line for mage armor 2 to have some defense. And you want to probably go destruction. I think destruction is the easiest mage you can play, elementarist. Don't play the blonde mage. So an elementarist works really well. The only thing about elementarist, keep your distance, because enemies, especially mid-level enemies like farmers, dragons are maybe MK, but like farmers, falseborn, mages, if they hit you, you're going to have a lot of problems because you don't have the mini HP as a mage. So, but mage is also pretty good. Elementarist is also pretty good. Not mage in general, but elementarist. Another easy build if you play Tribute Tricks is Alterationist. Especially the Azura Alterationist with Absorb spells can be really good. You can play it in heavy armor, you can play it in robes, and because you absorb, because you usually have enough spell power, it's very hard for the enemy to kill you even if they hit you, because you constantly regenerate your health, right? So that's also, I think, a doable build. Yeah, but overall I'd say a warrior. If you play Tribute Tricks, one of my favorite warriors is heavy armor, shield, mace, Zenitar. And then you can, as a race, you can decide what to pick. Orc is great. Nord is amazing. Nord is really good for if you never play the game, because enemy won't lower your stamina when they hit you, which make you much more survivable in the game. And then you take I don't know, the Lady Stone for instance, and that's a pretty good build. Just a word of advice: the game can still be harsh, especially if the game decides to spawn in front of you a trickster with shock spells. There isn't really much I can say there. That's the hardest encounter you can have early on, and it's completely random. If it happens and you get killed, just don't take it personally. Don't play permadeath maybe at the beginning. Try to play, you know, try to see how it goes, learn all the rules, you know, about stamina regeneration, damage resistance, all these things. Try to understand what they are, because once you get this, the game is much simpler. Like, Requiem is not difficult. Requiem is just a matter of knowing the game, in my experience. Once you learn the game, once you understand the rules of the game, which, yeah, they are different for sure than the standard game, then it's not that hard. Unless you play Blood Mage, then good luck. Oh, and the only reason why I'm not telling you to play a sneak build is because the sneak build is a super glass cannon, but that's also a pretty strong build. So if you're used to play lots of sneak builds in the base game, you may try that. I started with Requiem playing sneak builds. It was my specifically. I really like to play archers, Gulliver Reality, or La La Land. So I will go with Gulliver Reality, not because La La Land is bad, but because La La Land is currently not maintained. Gulliver Reality is on top of the latest patches, so you don't need to do anything. If you play La La Land, you need to update it yourself, and it's not easy as it sounds, in my opinion. For you know, unless you're familiar with modding, so I would definitely go with Gulliver Reality. but really, it's up to you. The difference between I think La La Land is slightly harder than Gulliver Reality by design, so something to keep in mind, I guess. Oh shoot, I cannot cast it. Combat Archer rather than Stealth. So, if you play Trivia of Tricks, so let me show you. This is an archer, but it's a sneak archer, this one. So it is built to be a sneak archer. If you like to play an archer that stays in combat, then one of the best builds is the Ranger build. The Ranger allows you to run in combat with light bows and light crossbows, and it's a very effective build. It's a really fun build to play. Again, just keep in mind mages will go to town with you, and also archers can be a bit of a problem because you're going to use light armor, and light armor archers can do up to. I've seen archers doing 150 damage to my light armor builds early on, but it is a fun build. So you take Ranger, you take Dodge here, and if you learn to use this too, you're going to be really strong. And then in light armor, once you have Dodge, you have all the bonuses on Dodge that can help you survive. So if you learn how to master Dodge and light bow, the game can be really simple. Yeah, that's also a pretty strong build. Do I want to kill the dragon here? Yes. Okay, so it's pretty clear that the sniper RPG does not compensate for the damage that we lack. Bosmer. if you go Tribute definitely Bosmer. So Bosmer has this every time you kill one of the main races, it gives you a piece of wood with a bonus, and the base wood gives you a ton of stamina. Okay, no, this one is not good. This one, no, this one gives you 1 stamina per second, a lot of magicka, and increases your damage by 15. This is one of the best food you can get in the game, bar none. And for range build, this is the best way to get a ton of damage. No other race gets close to this 15% more damage. So definitely Bosmer. Why you want to do this? It's not good for you, it's not good for me, it's not good for anybody that play. Where is the dragon? I went back down there. What a shot. Man, my wife, well, back then she was my fiancée. She bought for me Skyrim for Xbox, if I'm not mistaken, and I think I played so much of that game. Eventually, I decided it was boring. No problem. Good luck. There is also a nice Discord, so if you need any, if you have any question, any doubt, there are a lot of good people there that can help you. That's actually how I learned to play 3D6, staying in that Discord, asking questions, a lot of very helpful people. Did I get the dragon's soul? I don't remember. Go with speed tweaks. Maybe slap on top of that community shaders and one of the PBR list. I've done a couple of playthroughs with that. I'm not really good at modding, so there were some issues, but the game was looking amazing, and it was running on my laptop, so. Now we stole the sword, okay. Do I have any shout that I need to get? Bend wheel? I need to find Aura Whisper. Yeah, it is. It's definitely hard to build first. Wait, shouting doesn't make me go out. Yeah. Alright, let's do the hardest of the black books. This black book is a huge pain in the ass for us. Because we cannot use the Shadow Stone to stay invisible in the book. We need the book requires light to not take damage, and the problem is that under light the stone doesn't work, or doesn't fully work. So what? On the other hand, I think we one-shot the Slighted. We should one-shot the Slighted, at least. Let's have a look. So, I think we can do the ice dragon priest from a safe distance. I'm pretty convinced of that. The plan is we go in there, we go close to the entrance, but we don't open it. Let's see if it works. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I need to check this. But if it does work, I may be able to kill it from a very good distance. Let's see. Do I see him? Yes. Perfect. Easy. He cannot come here. He cannot open the door, so good luck. Of course I need to eat him, but going on? Okay. Dukan. No. What's going on? Why am I not hitting him? Okay, this is okay. I need to decide where to put these points. We could do sneak 100, we could do marksman 100. Is there any bonus on marksman 100? Stunning precision, so blah blah. No. Evasion. We can go up with evasion and get with walk young evasion. Obviously. Evasion gives us also time stops. Not time stop, but this. Alright, let's see how this goes.
dragon.
Well, this is the second most important bonus we find in Soulstar. So, Seeker of Shadow, 25 more damage through sneak attacks. Even to sneak attack immune targets, this is huge. The movement speed doesn't hurt too bad. I'd say the additional damage is where it's what we need. So 75 evasion. Stamina regen and speed. Yeah. Vexing flanker is not needed. Combat reflexes though. I don't know. So what else? I feel like we are running out of perks to get. The alchemy tree. That's an option. We could go up with alteration to get resistances. We can get dexterity to get fast and attack faster. We have options. I don't think I need this ones. I don't think I need this. This for sure, we don't need it. Poisons would be nice, but I don't know. It's only 2 perks, so maybe we can perk into that. We don't need speech. We don't need this. We may take some perks in here. What about restoration for buffing? Like we can go respite. So we attack less often, but we would have more health, more stamina. There is a spell that gives us stamina regen here. Oopsie doopsie. We have done the 4 black books already. Azidal would be the next one. Because again, the idea is that even Azidal... man, I need to try Azidal. I'm going to, as always, bypass the quest. But I would like to try to... You know what, let's kill the dragon here first. Let's do the 3rd dragon before Mirak steals it from us. Damage times the damage also 6.8. This is why we do this black book. So and then with Balok armor we should have another 20% there. I think it's the damage. So we should do a really good damage by the end game. Hopefully. That's my hope.
my years, I've never seen such.
It's really dead then?
Look out. Don't get too close.
Okay, for Attila we do the usual. I'm not going through the entire quest. It's not like the rogue can do anything with us so I'm going to start the quest and bring it immediately to the stage. Sorry, but this quest is way too long, and it would took me half an hour, if not an hour, to get there, and it's only Droger, so it's not like there is a good reason to do that. But I'm going to remove 10,000 from my character, so let me do it now. Remove item F 10,000. Right, we go down to 19,000, yes, and then set stage, DLC 2, done, call John QST, and the starting is 40, and then the one where we want to be is 410. Let's go. You know what? Let's do, before we do this, let's do...
No. I don't know.
Let's do...
I'll give you this warning only the way I figure it. It's your fault he can't pay me. So, but if you draw on me, the guard put it down.
It's the captain.
Assisting the Redoran Guard with the Ash Spawn attacks has earned you quite the reputation here.
We've done everything, right? Oh no, shoot. The reason why I'm not receiving it is because I haven't done the final descent. Grazie che release. Can I breathe like this? I never remember how these things work. No. Can I just... No. Dang it. Is there a way for me to get this? Can I just do like this? But it didn't register, it didn't it? Why? Let's actually the ground. What is it? Is there a way to get there without doing everything?
Not much contact with others around here. Got the Skull Village north, but the lords there keep to themselves.
My god. Please? Can you please put it on the ground so I can take it? Add selection on the ground. Where'd he go? What the hell? What's the name of the quest? The final mission. We have the item, so I should be able to talk to him and get rid
You're
of.
back, please. Now that I have his... Here, it's not much. I'll bet he stole it from the skull. Oh.
Okay, let's sell the sword, and now we should get the quest from...
Find my pickaxe. Tell you. Besides, that pickaxe hasn't done me any good in years. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Where is he? There.
My apologies for doubting you, Sergio.
No. Where is the captain? Doc? No.
If you need anything, or take a seat by the fire.
I'm sorry to bother you. Please.
Alright, the Moratong, let's go. So what we are looking for is the sigil of the Moratong.
After everything, the problem is I don't have any... I'm afraid... If he provides you any leads, check them out.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
With the asp... Here. Take this for your trouble.
Welcome to the wretching... Azura... No. If you were to... Anytime, you can thank me if it works.
Excuse... Forgive...
Since there aren't any Ulans left on this island. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I hope Geld disproved. Tell us you. If you're wrong, here, this key should open the front door.
House Lala will have its revenge.
It's not my time.
Did you find any? All that remains. I'm going to send. See that you do. We can't.
Alright, we need to do the Bella eventually. I forgot about that. So let's do the Moratong first, and then we go back and do Azidal. Mostly because Azidal is a monster. So getting additional bonus. I need to check what the Moratong sigil does. I don't remember. If it does penetration, it's not good for us. man. What? Shitty. Nope, I will keep missing. Alright, so what does this do? Moraktong boots. Movement 6, noise 55, decay, reduce stamina lost, and prevent that. Terrible. The shot is 15, 44, 27. Armor rating and 100 bear. No, Crosses we're not going to replace. And this one I assume it's also pretty bad. Health, Magicka, yeah, I don't understand. It's so much harder to get. So what about the Moratongs here? So we have Kind Tokens. Kind Tokens is giving us 22% damage and 44 stamina. What about the Moratong Seal? Armor penetration, stamina, and while invisible, less movement speed. Okay, we don't need this stuff. What a shame, what a waste of my time. I guess my assumption was that we would not reach the maximum penetration. 75 is the maximum penetration, right? I'm not tripping. Let me be triple sure, but yeah, it is. The cap is, in this way, is 80%. Okay, so it's not 75, so we could use that. So we could use the Moratong Siegen with the seal, we get less damage. But we are at cap, so more of our damage bypasses the armor. Okay, we could use it. I'm not sure it's the best idea, but even the 2 stamina per second is pretty good actually for this build, because we rely. So with the with the sigil we go to 4 stamina per second. It's not bad. All right, let's do Artigar. Alright, so here's the strategy. You get up. Close this. And now we can hit him from behind. Action. The goal is to make him come here, because he cannot attack us, but he cannot reach us, so the goal is to get him here. We don't have to do anything else, really. Maybe disable this. Okay, this was not is not intended. Usually I stay there, protected by Ezreal. Yeah, so he's here, but he cannot. And actually, there he could hit me with the spell. I'm not sure. Can he? If he doesn't move, I don't even think we shall. Ow. Well, he can hit me. I had the finger on the surpassing. Man. Anyway.
It is time. It is...
Oh, it was I don't know.
What? No! You can't... I have...
Alright, let's do the last of the black books that we can do for free. more health, more stamina, or more let's go health. And one more perk. Alright, so we can start the Dragonborn.
We might remember. You there. I am Frey. My father's stone. Let us... We need to find a way into the temple.
Alright, she's in the middle.
Far from ourselves.
There was no other way it could end. I had been told that Mirak's power was great. Who's there? There's no other way it could end.
Gatekeeper Mace, Abyssal Damage, lowers magic resistance by 10%. Would you look at that? A mace that lowers magic resistance 10%. I wonder for how long, if it starts.
I knew it. A secret passage in the dining area just
says.
Strange he didn't appear on the map earlier.
The time comes soon when... What? Who are you to dare set foot here? Ah. You are Dragonborn. I can feel it. And yet... You have done little beyond killing a few dragons. You have no idea of the true power a Dragonborn can wield. This realm is beyond. You have no power here. And it is only a matter of time before Solstheim is also mine. I already control the minds of its people. Soon they will finish building my temple, and I can return home. Send her back where she came from. She can await my arrival with the rest of Tamriel.
What happened to you? It seemed as though... Where? Come, there looks to be a way out through here. That comes from the Windstone. Where might we work against the wind? They must be close. Go! The village is just ahead. Storn has used his magic to raise a barrier around it, protecting the few of us left. That the barrier is still there is a good sign. Father, I have returned. There is yet hope.
Freya, I had worried I would not see you again.
No, but I have brought someone who has seen things. She has confirmed that Miraak is the one behind the suffering of our people.
I feared that it would be so.
But how is that possible? After all this time?
I fear there is too much we do not yet know.
Please, tell Storm what has happened.
Seek him out to the south. Be cautious, Dragonborn. There is something else at work here.
Where is that lazy? Is this somehow dangerous? You may end up... Oh, yeah. But I do know. Yes, I do. Tuna Chardak, then.
It's always been a child that we skip most of the dungeon. No intention to do the full dungeon. So it's just the Black Book essentially and the boss of the area. Like the 2 enchanted spheres. And the unique...
The idol.
Okay, and the unique Centurion. So control cube and then player add item. Five, I don't remember. does work. So I can kill him from here. The rollout continues.
All seekers of knowledge, come to me. You are all that he knows. He learned from me. I know what you want. To use your power as Dragonborn, to bend the world to your will. Here, then, is the knowledge you need, although you did not know you needed it. The second word of power. Use it to bend the wills of mortals to your purpose. But this is not enough. Mirak knows the final word of power. Without that, you cannot hope to surpass him. Mirak served me well, and he was rewarded. I can grant you the same power as he wields, but all knowledge has its price. The sky know you will, and then I will give you the knowledge that you seek. Send the Skull Shaman to me. He holds the secrets
We lost the Nilo.
What happened? What did you see? Different.
Only because of Nilot. Man, this needs to stop.
Soon Mira will return. His rightful ruler. This dragon's soul belongs to me.
Did you actually learn? Your Hermaeus Mora learned some fascinating new ways to skin a hawker, and you become the second most powerful dragon lord.
Theor, you must be calm. I'm sure there's a good reason Baldur left us.
The ash from the red. I am in no mood to talk. It is Baldur. I saw south and west. If your road takes you that way, perhaps you could search for any sign of Baldur. A skull would be grateful.
Overweight. Impressive that despite everything I'm overweight. Alright. Nineteen like soul gems. Maybe that's the reason. Alzita, Sakino, Sundal. Okay. What about our stuff here? Does it keep... Oh, we don't have the many potions. Okay, let's give it this too, because we will use them. We will bring them out only when we need them. Then, let's finish this.
Well, what happened? What of the rare... To think that... Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Councillor Morvain will be quite pleased when he hears about this. Follow me, and I'll take you... Excuse me, Councillor Morvain. I have some wonderful news.
Adriel, I haven't seen a smile on your face like that in a long time.
This visitor has single-handedly dealt with a threat that could have ended your life. Vendel, Telesue, and Miri Severin weren't who they appeared to be. I'm afraid they were here to avenge Villa Ulen's death.
Vendel? But he's done so much for Raven Rock. How could this be possible?
They did it to gain our confidence, Councillor. They had us all fooled. I should have been more vigilant. I'm sorry.
Don't say that. It's not your fault, old friend. And you, step forward. What you've done for me, for this, you have my deepest gratitude. However, since a bit of coin hardly seems like enough, I've decided you've earned your citizenship here, and I hope you'll consider staying with us as a member of our community.
All right. We have a source of Skyrim to do. Yeah, but it's a bit late. I think I'll do it tomorrow. So, let me check again the perks. So we're going to take another perk soon. We have all the perks in Conjuration. We need 2 perks in Alchemy. So 2. Let's count 3, 4. We don't need anything else here. So we can go up with a restoration. So if I go out with restoration, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 perks to get all the boons. Yeah, I don't see anything else really. I think restoration would be a good choice. I don't see any, like, the only thing that could give us more damage are infusions, but we don't have much gum, so it would be kind of low anyway. We could go up with 100 to get some damage, but honestly, I mean, I don't think it's needed. No, I don't think it's needed. Yeah, I don't see any other. Like, the only thing is dexterity again for a 20% more attack speed, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like I need it. So again, 2 perks here. Let's say let's say we go restoration first. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have a perk. Yes, so many perks that we can get actually. Is there anything else that would be nice to get? Like, the only thing I can think about is alteration to get some magic resist for the final fight in case I get really unlucky with Mirak. But then again, like, we're a stealth build. If you get unlucky with Mirak, it's GG. Yeah, no, I think it's restoration all the way. Alright, anyway folks, I close here. Thanks for watching and hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.